When it comes to filing your taxes in 2025, two names stand out: TaxAct and FreeTaxUSA. Which one really delivers? On the left, TaxAct, guided tax filing with modern features. And on the right, FreeTaxUSA, truly free federal filing for all. Let's skip the buzzwords and dig into what actually matters. We'll score them in key categories. By the end, you'll know exactly who comes out on top. The winner might surprise you. Okay, real quick, here's a mind map of all the big categories we're hitting today: price, ease of use and guidance, features and forms, security and privacy, support and help, and of course, transparency and value. Ready? Let's knock them down one by one. Let's kick things off with price, because come on, that's what everyone cares about first. So, TaxAct, I'll be honest, it's got a free version, kind of, but it only covers the bare basics. Once your taxes get a little spicy, say you freelance, own a home, or invest, you're basically pushed to upgrade. And those upgrades? Yikes. They range all the way up to almost $100 for federal, plus a hefty extra on state. It's a real game of tier limbo. Now, FreeTaxUSA is refreshingly straightforward. All federal returns? Free. Like, even if you run your own business, whip through stock trades, or juggle rental properties, still free for federal. State filings do cost, but honestly, $14.99 is kinda a steal. And there are some add-ons for support or deluxe features, but nothing sneaky here. So yeah, FreeTaxUSA just whips TaxAct on price. Moving on, ease of use and guidance. TaxAct shines here. The Q&A thing is super intuitive, lots of prompts, and will actually catch mistakes before you mess something up. If you get tense about tax forms or you're filing for the first time, this guidance seriously helps. It does try to get you into those pricier tiers, but hey, the hand-holding is legit. On the flip side, FreeTaxUSA is like that friend who just says, "You got this," and lets you do your thing. The interface is fast and clean, but you're doing a bit more of the work. Less coddling, less advice popping up. So if you like confidence, sure. But honestly, TaxAct wins here for the safety net. Features and forms, that nitty-gritty stuff. Honestly, both are rock solid. TaxAct can handle the wildest tax scenarios. Investors, landlords, gig workers, you name it. You can even pull in your old returns as PDFs, which is actually kind of awesome. The caveat: you might need a paid tier to unlock all the advanced forms. Now, FreeTaxUSA, wild enough, will let you file every federal form for free. Schedule C, D, E, yep, all included. You do have to manually enter info for some of the weird, rare forms. And if you want to amend or need priority help, it's an extra charge. So, honestly, they both crush it on features. It's a tie. Oh, and here's something kind of cool you might not know. FreeTaxUSA was actually founded by certified public accountants, and all their operations are right here in the US. Just a neat little brag fact. Next up, security and privacy. Here's the thing. You really want your data totally locked down, right? TaxAct ticks all the right boxes. Encryption, their own secure data centers, pretty exhaustive privacy settings. No sketchy stuff. FreeTaxUSA, also solid. US-based, encrypted storage, partnered with top-tier security companies. I mean, they're both super trustworthy on security, and it's a total tie. Let's talk support and help. TaxAct hooks you up with accuracy and refund guarantees. Plus, you can access tax pros or live help if you don't mind paying up. Support's kinda locked behind the paid tiers. On the other hand, FreeTaxUSA gives everybody free technical support and lets you pay for premium assistance or audit help as add-ons. But if you're in that free zone, sorry, no built-in chat with tax pros. So, for more built-in help, TaxAct is your champ here. Transparency and value. This is where things get spicy. TaxAct throws tons of promos at you and is cheaper than the big brand giants, but there's always a catch, especially if your return suddenly gets complex. FreeTaxUSA? There's legit no upsell for federal filing. No matter how gnarly your tax situation gets, it's still free. The state fee doesn't play games. It's clear, flat, and predictable. So, if you hate surprise fees, and who doesn't, FreeTaxUSA is the clear winner in value. Here's the radar chart for both, and yeah, FreeTaxUSA really rockets ahead on price and transparency, while TaxAct gets a clear edge for support and guidance. Like, each brand definitely has its sweet spots. So bottom line, here's what I honestly think. If you're all about cutting costs and want to file even complex federal returns without jumping through pricing hoops, you want FreeTaxUSA. No contest. But hey, if you're looking for handhold guidance and don't mind shelling out for peace of mind or expert help, TaxAct's got your back. Your choice totally depends on if you value savings or a totally guided experience. Hey, if you're into these straight talk tax breakdowns, don't forget to bookmark this. Trust me, it'll save you a real headache next